All right. Let me stretch for a moment. Yep, sorry. I spent 5 minutes of the starting soon screen just staring at Twitter, wondering why people are talking about Persona. And it turns out it's just more people being dumb. Mm-hmm. Let's see, last time...
We find each other as the dust settles.
Oh.
Then I tell him why the Ura came. To get us back. For the Calamity. It was Ceylandia's master plan to wipe the Ura out. But part of that plan backfired, didn't it? If only Zulf knew the whole story.
Just a tad too loud on my end. Yeah, okay. For some reason, this is super loud on my end. What is my set to? It's set super low. Why is it so loud?
The shards can put this disease in remission, but there's only one cure. We need to finish what we started.
Yeah, last time the Bastion was attacked. That was
the arsenal's complete, in case we need protection. Now all we need is one last shard.
Man, his arms are massive compared to his legs.
What were we to think? They must have got her, taken her back to her rightful home. The Ura swooped down from the east. At least now we know the way. One last shard. It's all we need to put this mess behind us. And mother, what a mess it is. A mess like that could have only been made by hand. Zulf said the Calamity failed, and he's right.
I thought you were talking to me.
The Ura stand is living proof of that.
Oops. I don't remember the heal button. I think it's one. Yes. Just gonna... Here.
At the heart of the Calamity was a simple idea. We never wanted to go to war again. Wanted to rule it out. We put a lot of folks against that problem. Scientists, soldiers, spies, even me.
I'm not doing this in the dead.
We sought solutions far beyond the city. And traveled near as far as the kid's going right now.
meant to turn some of the idles back on. Oops.
Then there was a breakthrough, but it didn't come from one of our people.
Man.
It came from an Ura, a brilliant young scientist named Ven. Ven worked for the Mancers, the sharpest knives in the city's drawer. With his help, the Mancers devised a way to seal the Ura tunnels shut in a flash. Just like that, every last Ura living in the Tassel terminals will be gone. This discovery was never to be used, they said, except as a last resort.
Oh, I should have brought the hammer. There we go. Something wrong. So whatever the last one.
But Ven didn't like being manipulated. He had plans of his own. He sabotaged the Mancer's little science project, set it to blow up in their faces. Imagine how Ven must have felt when they finally made him pull that trigger.
I'm gonna guess this isn't the way to go. And there's shit over here.
But remember, the Bastion can fix everything. We just need that shard. Too bad the Ura ain't exactly been willing to collaborate on that front.
Nothing like, oh yeah, by the way, here's an unkillable enemy. Or at least I assume that was unkillable because it didn't have fire.
For now, kid had little choice but to pick up where the calamity left off. First things first, though. There's someone we figured needed rescuing. Zia. The Ura fell back, no doubt planning the next move, but we knew ours already.
Screen tearing is bad.
Think the gods are gonna help? Mercy, the windbags ain't the only beast that drew a bad lot. The culture, a still life of old unwanted keepsakes. The triggers, my brothers, bravest men I ever knew. The cinders, kept the city good and warm, made it thrive. The skippers, delivered us from the motherland. The sanctuary, if we can build, we can rebuild. The conscience, we haven't lost everything, long as we have that. Sometimes I want to ask him, why do any of this? But truth is, I don't want to know. It wasn't fixed, it was unbroken.
That's an interesting way of putting that something's been fixed.
A solid frame can put an extra sting in every slice. It's no longer a weapon, it's a precision instrument. A sail hammer's only as strong as its spine, and that's a strong spine. He put some finishing touches on the business end of that thing. The city, its riches nothing but fragments now. Taught him a little something from my days on the front. There's something we had to do before going after that last shard.
Zia detected.
Well, now it's personal, ain't it? It's personal for him, and it's personal for me.
I'm meant to enable more idols, whatever.
They never saw him coming. He gets his hands on the care package I sent him. It's a little something I've been fixing up in my spare time.
Big damage, alright. I see.
The Ura found a way to keep the calamity from spreading through Sultan's Hollow. They got their own security and everything. Pretty fancy.
Okay, this
They've
cannon
got
just kind
these
of one-shots
conductors
everything.
that are all what's keeping the place together. Break enough of those things and the Calamity rocks slink back into the ground. Well, the Ura must be in a panic right about now. Those rocks are like tumors, the same kind the Ura planted in the Bastion.
I mean, it's cool and all, but like... I want to try the, you know, the upgrades I just bought out. There it is.
Kid's done using the Calamity's power for now. But the Ura ain't finished. They even sick their little rattletail pets on the kid. Those rodents are just a bump in the road.
Annoying birds.
It's not the time to get reckless.
This fucking hole. I'm gonna try out different weapons after I get through here.
By now, every Ura from here to the
I think the dual
terminals
pistols
must know
will
it's in
perform
town.
better as an offhand machete.
Kid returns their greeting tenfold.
I may even try out the hammer with the last upgrading on it. So yeah, this fully upgraded machete.
Most of the Ura's conductors are squared away in the middle of the hollow.
Sure, if I built this thing to crit, it would have been 10 times better.
They're easy targets. Those calamity rocks must be eating that place apart from the inside. The Ura keep hanging on to that barricade. After all, their homeland's not much farther.
Countered it and it would have insta-killed me, but...
Some of them are downright bewildered by what's happening. Maybe they know they've lost this. Lost to a kid. They underestimated us. Had us pegged all wrong. Yes, our people caused the calamity, but here we are trying to fix it.
I'm just waiting for cutscene with the kid himself has something to do with it.
Shame the opportunity for civilized discourse is over. Suppose old Zolf should have got to know us better. Maybe I should have trusted him. Told him everything I knew.
Things that shoot rocks are tapped. Now there's two of them.
As the hour grows desperate, the Ura bring out their big guns. He sees the Tazzle terminals loom large on the horizon.
Stretching. Alright.
There's nothing standing in his way no more. Way out there on the edge of the world. That's where he finally finds you. But it ain't like Prosper Bluff this time. Ain't nothing for this gal to sing about now. Zia, you weren't kidnapped. No, ma'am. You just had to see what happened to the Ura. To your own people.
Zia agreed to return to the Bastion.
You had to see if everything Zulf wrote to you was true. Sure you didn't drop that twangy thing on purpose? Just to see if he'd go after you? They lost everything, didn't they? But they just keep on fighting like that's gonna bring it all back. The country, she's all to pieces now, but still looking good. Udrig, Hensa, Lemaine, Javel, Now the weight of the world behind us every swing. First step to learning the Calamity Cannon is knowing about the machinery overrides.
I'm gonna try to get the Hammer Vigil. What's this do? Cluster bombs, alright.
The power of the Calamity ain't well understood, but a hammer sure is. Suppose it's true a little song can put things in perspective. I don't need to see what happened to the Ura. I'm trying to undo it, remember? Fix that thing right up, didn't we? Made these goings-on a little livelier. Kid takes another drag, goes out like a light.
I forgot where this was going. Well, I guess
There's
I'm doing
something
some
you should
notes.
know about the kid, but let me take it from the top. Catches up with the kid. Hardly had a moment's rest since all this started.
I don't know why I walked backwards there.
Fair to say he's led a hard life, supposing what he says in his sleep ain't no lie.
Yeah, no, this sucks for this. Claiming that he hates Canada is not good for him.
What was I saying? Anyway, he never knew his old man, but he had his mama to take care of. Frail thing with pure white hair like his. Wait, where was I?
Yeah, I'll properly try this another time. This is not a good loadout for what I'm doing.
Having his
I did get
mama's
the hammer
hair to the
achievement though,
kid
so I don't
no
have to use the
favors
hammer
while he
anymore.
was growing up, but he learned to hold his own out there. School ain't working out, so the kid signs up for a turn on the rippling walls. Make his mama some money. Thanks to folks like the kid, the walls kept Ceylondia safe from whatever's out there. The elements, the Ura, you name it. Once the kid done his time, he hurried on home. Turns out his mama's time was done too. The city had nothing for him. The money he'd been sending home was nowhere to be found either. So what'd the kid do? Why, he went right on back to the walls for another 5 years. In the history of Ceylondia, nobody's ever volunteered for a second shift on the walls. Out there, kid learned to fend for himself, learn to build, learn to break. In time, the kid earned good standing with the marshals. They trusted him to scout out farther than anybody. The past don't matter for nothing now.
Back to the Bastion. Yep. Not a great weapon combo.
The Masons, we built the city strong. Now there's only 2 of us. Anything gets past that cannon, those pistols can finish it quick. He's made a right comfortable bed for all those bullets. Once the kid gets that last shard from Zolf, it'll all be over. The Ura probably didn't know they were being watched from Manser Observatory. It was the perfect spot to test something no one's meant to know about. Only trouble was, something about the place drove the windbags crazy.
Oh, wait.
Best stand well clear of that impact.
Right, I'm not supposed to break those.
Hefty thing like that takes getting used to. Gotta point her in the right direction. When the windbags caused enough trouble, the Mansers conducted their most secretive research far east of the city. Cause a lot of collateral damage with her if you ain't careful.
The thing needs a few upgrades.
The more crowded it gets, the more trouble you get.
Yeah, this thing needs a lot of upgrades.
Now that's a lot of guns for just one kid, but he can hold his own. I can't hear him at all anymore. He's too far away.
Oh, there is no button to return to the Bastion.
But he'll be all right.
Alright, maybe I should have upgraded this weapon a little before.
Just needs to get that shard
it.
from Zolf and come on home. The Calamity hit the Tazzle terminals hardest of all. No chance anything survived. You know why Zolf went back there. The place was his home. All his old friends and family were there. Taken by the Calamity. Zolf must be there all alone, just waiting. You know what's funny? kid. Look around. There's not much left to do here in the Bastion, I'm afraid. So why not tell each other stories to pass the time, right? But Zia, there's another reason I've been telling you all this. There's something I want you to understand.
Huh, so, I mean, I got a little hint of that prior, but I didn't know Zia was kind of player's perspective. Or the narrator's, you know.
When the kid brings back that shard, the Bastion will be complete.
I'm not well equipped to deal with this situation.
This disease the Era planted here will go away. What happens to Zolf will no longer matter. Zealandia will be whole again. Everything will be back to normal. Everyone will be all right. Problem is, we'll all be gone. But we're not gonna die. It's more like all of this will just stop.
The Bastion's purpose seems weird. I don't know what it is.
Things will go back to the way they used to be.
Does it rewind time?
That's the power of the Bastion. This whole place is a living record of the times before the calamity. Be your old self again. Think of all those times that didn't go your way.
Is Bastion a time loop? I mean, the narrator's been kind of speaking in the past for a bit. Past tense, anyway.
All of life's little setbacks. Imagine if you could have another go at him.
I was fixing my hair.
No mistakes. Anyone you've ever heard. Everything you've ever done, you could do it over. And wouldn't that be grand? Wouldn't you agree? Well, I guess there's nothing more to say.
I guess that's Zolf.
Who am I kidding? Look. There's something else. A confession. How come I know so much about the Bastion?
Is he the kid?
Well, I designed the place, but that's beside the point.
Is that what this is about to wrap up into?
There's one problem with a place that sets things back to a bygone time. You can't test it. So you're probably wondering if the calamity happened already. What's to stop it from happening again after the Bastion does its thing? The answer is... I don't know. You're wondering if there ain't some other way out of this mess. It's all right. I can tell. But why would you even want another way? Unless you wanted to stay here with us.
Okay, I'm gonna take a small couple-minute break. Go start up my oven. I'll be back. I was muted. Alright, I'm back. Couldn't I just jump through that?
Well, that's sweet and all, but I don't know if I can stick around. weight of the calamity. It's on our shoulders. We can't just let it go. Bastion does have another function, strictly speaking. If ever the monument blew out and we couldn't repair it, we could still evacuate. First, we'd round up as many folks as we could carry. Next, we'd detonate the cores, and we'd take off away from here. Of course, that would mean no going back. Ever. But then again, that way all of us could leave the city. Together. You know Zolf and his countrymen won't be giving up that shard without a fight, don't you?
So I guess that was just a really, really strong person, wasn't just Zolf and fighting outfit. Yeah, that was getting annoying. I move at the speed of a fucking snail. You expect me to be able to fight that?
Zolf and the Ura. All they want now is to see the Bastion fall. Zolf dedicated his life to a lasting peace between the Ura and Zealandia. He can't have imagined the city would try to wipe the Ura out. Zolf ain't lost every shred of decency, though, has he? He tried to warn you about his plans. He tried to warn the kid. For Zolf, this ain't a personal matter. It ain't a simple matter of pride, either. One thing's for sure, the Ura can't be happy that the kid followed Zolf all the way home. I can see it now. The kid in one corner, and Zolf in the other. Ain't much of a fight. Don't you worry, though. Once the Bastion's restored, it'll all be all right. You ain't still thinking about that whole leaving the city thing, are you?
I set my sail, fly, the wind it will take me back to my home, sweet home. Lie on my back, clouds are making way for me. I'm coming home, sweet home. I see your star, you left it burning for me. Mother, I'm here. Eyes open wide.
Kid's probably dealt with Zolf by now.
Feel your heart and it's glowing.
He reminds me of myself when I was his age. I ever tell you about those days?
Fate of the Bastion's hands. Rourke's past his time by telling Zia stories.
Hey, kid. Get up, kid. Come on, that ain't funny. I say get up. That's more like it. Now, set that shard into the monument there. Then we'll talk. The Bastion. It's finally finished. Now, there's something I want you to see. Welcome to the heart of the Bastion. I ain't one for long goodbyes, so here's the deal. Zia and I figure you done the heavy lifting, so you get to do the honors. We can tell you how to work this thing if you got any questions. Hey, kid. You can undo the calamity here and now. Go on, kid. And before I forget, thank you. Always wondered what the motherland was like. Not that it matters anymore. Zolf only brought more ruin to the Ura. No wonder they didn't take kindly to him. You've got one thing left to do, so you hang on to that badge. Besides, you earned it. Don't let anything you've done get to you. You can save all those creatures here and now.
You made it. So, let's see. You can either prevent the calamity, or stick around with me and Rex. I'd hate to be in your shoes. If I could be any place I wanted, I'd stay right here. We could go anywhere in the world.
Honestly, I didn't expect her to get a
Tried to talk
voice.
me into joining him. I tried to talk him out of it. I guess we both failed. When I finally found my people, I told them we could help. They just took me for a traitor. Glad you showed up. Any moment I'd want to live again happened after the calamity, not before.
Well, the narration as given is the calamity is going to happen no matter how many times we go back. So the correct answer is to move forward. Or at least the better narrative choice is to move forward. Complete the story, embracing the new world.
Oh, mother. And here I figured you'd had enough of me by now. You could have undone the calamity itself. But instead, you want to stay in a world like this. I gotta admit, kid, I ain't yet put much thought in that idea. But carrying on with you here, we can't go back no more. But I suppose we could go wherever we please. And if anyone's left out there, I sure would like to see the look in their faces when we dock this thing right on that doorstep. Getting ahead of myself, though. I'm gonna need a first mate. What do you say?
I set myself, fly the wind, it will take me back to my home, sweet home. Lie on my back, climb to make it wait for me.
That's a good game. I don't know why I never finished it.
Sweet home, I see your star, you left it floating for me, brother. I'm here
There is one more song I want to trigger, and I think I know how to do it. How do I get the Pantheon to play? I probably just need to enable all the gods and go to the thing that says the kid's backstory. Well, we're kind of locked into these credits. I don't want to walk away from the credits, which sounds really dumb. But I should go start getting my food ready. Alright, well, we're stuck in these cutscenes. I'm gonna go get my food ready. I hope a voice line doesn't play after the cutscenes, because that would suck. Shit. I gotta turn around and, yep, nope, this is the finale of the cutscenes. Hold on a minute. New game plus mode unlocked. Look for new game plus story menu. Begin the journey with all your stuff. Bastion structure buildable in any order. Use the shrine for the toughest challenge. Yeah, okay. I am guessing I would need to do something very specific at that last song play, but I'm gonna go get my food ready. I'll be back.